So I'm going to draw some horror dimension stuff. I'm going to draw some doorways or portals just by drawing around this, just to create some round shapes and stuff. I think I can fit 3 on a page, but I'm going to start to draw one first. I'll just keep that right in the middle there. I think you know, I quite like the idea of get rid of all them dust and shit. Quite like the idea of like doorways to hell and you know, other sorts of drawings like that. So, and like drawing a shape like this, it just contains the drawing as well. So I think that's what I quite like, you know, trying to work on some stuff. So I think there's going to be some horrible, nasty collection of just evil stuff in this, I think. Thinking about some like creature mouths or something, I don't know. Just all like joined together as one huge mass. Maybe a few eyeballs in between. Don't know, just try and sketch stuff out and, you know, see if it works. Usually when I've got an idea for something, it sort of works out. It's going to be like a black and white idea for now, but we'll just see how it goes. And there's maybe other mouths and stuff. And eyeballs here and there. Just trying to sketch in between, and I don't know. Just try and find stuff. Mixture of like flat teeth and spiky teeth, I think, seem to work quite well, I think. I think a lot of shadowing around the eyeballs would help them stand out a bit more. So, just try and do that a bit. I'll try and work on the folds of flesh that all twist together, you know, just to try and connect everything, I think. Yeah. So I do like them ideas, you know, where you got like self-contained shapes. I've done this in the past where I've done like sketches and stuff. It's almost like drawing like a panel in a comic book. You got to fill that space with something, and it just seems to fit quite well whatever you draw in there. So So right now I just need to add all the darkest points in there, and anything that I can highlight, I can do that later on, you know, with a white highlight pen. So it's these thick black gaps in the mouth, that's the area that need to be dark. So this Sharpie marker is running out, but I'm trying to get some use out of it and then bin it. And also, like, I'm drawing these because I'd like to do quite a lot of stickers that I can sell in time. Once I build up a good amount, I can sell quite a few, hopefully, or maybe just buy a few and just include them with other art prints that people buy. But it's always nice to have different types of designs and stuff like that. There's another mouth here. So yesterday was a bit of a weird Monday, but sometimes I do get them Monday art, you know, blue sort of days, you know, where you sort of like settling in, you know, to work and that after a bit of a weekend of doing other stuff. So it's, you know, but I'm trying to get back into this now, doing lots of work. I've got to edit a few other videos as well, which is, it's just taking the time, but I'll get on with them. So I'll just carry on inking the rest of these mouths and darken up some areas that need a bit of darkness under the eyes, and then I'll come back to this. So now I've done like the main larger darker areas, I can concentrate on a lot of the fine lines. I've got an 03 Unipin marker now, so I can maybe go in and add more lines and detail and other stuff that I want to add. So I want this to be a super detailed black and white drawing. I think it's just a good idea to draw stuff like this, you know, and within shapes. I've said it before, just help frame your drawings, and just a good idea. I just got to work on adding more detail and making sure certain lines work together. I can't quite explain it, but it's if you draw like a series of lines that don't explain, you know, certain things in your design, then it might just look like a load of lines. So I'm trying to work on some like these folds of skin and flesh and the things all joined together, so I'm sort of trying to work on that. As well as remember where I put the shadow and other things, and where the further bits of shadow will go as well. So that's the idea. I think that eyeball looks like a nose, clown's nose, because I've just done these eyeballs here, but that's like a smaller eyeball, so I don't know. Just comes across that way to me, but yeah. As soon as I draw like an eyeball in there, I don't know, it might, you know, become something more. I'm gonna, you know, I said just trying to make something out of the drawing that I've already sketched. This is about cleaning up lines as well, adding detail and things like that. So I'm just gonna do this a bit more and come back to it and just see how far I've got with it. I think they're just filling in more details. I've tried to shrink that eyeball so it doesn't look like a nose, but it still looks like a clown's nose. But I'll try and do something with it. Yeah, I would try and do other details and things like that. Might switch to a thinner pen soon. This is thin, but I've got a even thinner one. I'm not 5, a bit blurry that. But yeah, I'll switch into that one soon after I've finished some of these lines. So yeah, I like drawing this type of stuff. You know, black and white. You know where you are with black and white stuff. You just fill in the spaces that you want to fill in, and then take them back out with like white pens and things like that. You can just experiment with it and just keep busy with it. So I think all around the edges is going to be like a darker, and then I can work in some like lighter areas on certain areas that I want. So try and do some textures coming in from the side. Be scribbly with it as well. Oh yeah, I like this one. A nice contained illustration of like hell creatures or something, I don't know, coming from some unknown dimension. I don't know. fun stuff. Oh, and remember that card project I was doing the artwork for? Well, they've released the gallery of all the other artwork. I'll put a link in the description. I think hull52.com. But I'll put a link in the description, and you can go and check it out. On this video, sometimes later I'll just like dig out the illustration I did for the 9 of Hearts, but for some of you might remember it, but if you're new to this channel, then you probably might not have seen it, so I'll just dig it out. In fact, I'll dig it out now. So there was that 9 of Hearts design. The 9 of Heart designs there won't be on the final version because they all have to be in keeping with each other, so I had to remove them. I just got carried away. But that was the design that I did for the 9 of Hearts. You can see, you know, the rest of them on that channel, website. Yeah, but I really enjoyed drawing this one. You know, if I would have had a bit more time, I would have done a bit more on the colouring of the demonic spirit things in the background, but it's good enough, so I was quite happy with that. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description for that, so you can go and check that out if you want. And yeah, it's been a good project to do. I'm going to see if I can get involved in more like local art projects and things like that, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed drawing it. So while I've got the white pen, I'm going to just add some like white highlights on the mouth. Well, the few mouths that they are. Just helps create a bit of detail and stuff like that. Just extra bits. I think someone's having a fire outside. It stinks. It smells like someone's burning a carpet or some shit. Crazy. Anyway. I remember once where I used to live, there was knocking all the houses down, so it was a bit of a state around there, another like council estate. I remember like smelling like a smell like that, and like someone was burning stuff, and you know, I just smelled it like for about an hour or so, and I was just drawing and things like that, and I went outside to put some stuff in the bin, and it was our bin that was on fire. Crazy. And the thing is, it was right next to our house as well, fence and that. So, but I was lucky it didn't catch fire to the fence, and you know, the house at the time. So I was quite lucky, you know. When I just went out there, the bin was all melted in on itself. So it was, yeah. Crazy. Glad I don't live up there anymore. It's, I think they've knocked all the houses down now. I haven't been up there for a while, so it's another part of town, but yeah. I also remember, drawing late on the night one time. I remember, because our house used to be like out on the path, like on a road and that. And I can remember someone someone shouted, "Oh, he's got a knife," and I was like, what the hell? I was just doing drawing videos, like I'm doing now, And you know, as soon as I heard that, I had someone just go, oh, you know, like, and then slump against our doorway, and I thought, I'm not going out there. You know, this was past midnight one night, so crazy stuff. What goes on, you know, on a night sometimes. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that since I just remembered it. Yeah, just draw some slight details, white stuff, like dribble and whatever. Sounded dodgy when I said white stuff. There's black and white drawing in it, so it's, you know, it could be blood or out, but I'm not going to colour it red anyway. But anyway, I'm rambling, I'm mumbling, I'm talking shite, but there we go. Yeah, usually on these black areas where I've done these like holes in the flesh there, I like joining up the lines for some reason. I just don't know. Yeah, that bloke who probably got stabbed outside my old place, like, I don't know if he was alright, but an ambulance came soon after. Blue flashing lights and everything. I just thought I wasn't getting involved. It could have been to do with anything, drugs or I don't know. And plus I was drawing, so, you know, it's you know, I didn't want to get involved. I could have just like shouted out the window, "Hey, knock it off, I'm drawing." But nah, it's could have been seemed a bit cheeky, that. Yeah, so the more you add details to these drawings, the more, I don't know, dynamic it looks, I think, if that makes sense. I need to add more, I think, with I was going to add more with the thinner ink pen. Certain areas, maybe some detailing on the teeth, I don't know, some teeth I missed there. And yeah, I'll just come back to it again and just show you what I've done, maybe do some eyeball bits and pieces. So now I'm just in the process of finalising everything, doing last little white highlights and things like that, and just try and pick out some little details where I can. And yeah, I've still got to erase the pencil lines, but I can do that last. There's no rush to do that. Just drawn like basic eyeballs in there, like googly eyes really. Just thought it was comical just to add a bit of that in. Yeah, but I like this one. It's going well. Just adding like tiny details now. And I'll probably draw them two, like the space for one there as well, and another one up top somewhere. Probably do them later or whenever I can find the time. I've got a couple of commissions to finish off quite urgently really, but I just thought I'd make the time and just do something that I like to do really. And yeah, draw more of these, definitely. Maybe like little tiny tentacle things there, I don't know. Just add it. Drawing it now, so commit to it. I don't know if you can see the teeth there. I've drawn like a real fan. Oh, no. Anyway, I've drawn like real fan lines on there with the 0.05 which is the thinnest ink pen. Won't really focus, it's supposed to autofocus, but well, you can see there's some kind of texture there. I may add a bit more, I don't know, later on. But I'd say for now, this is done. And yeah, end of the vlog. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now. I didn't get to say that yesterday.